This is in the workbook, but it's important to consider the house of Leo, where it is in your natal chart. Like Sonia was saying, to layer it with all of the different, the new moon chart, the moon family, the Sarah cycle, and then your own natal chart. Think about, okay, well, if I'm an Aries rising, Leo is my 5th house. So I'm going to look at the themes of the 5th house and see maybe this is the context of where this new moon story is going to be played out for the next 2 years. Maybe it's going to speak to things like it's the joy of Venus. So Venus finds her joy in the 5th house. So maybe it's a little Venusian. Maybe it's some sort of fertility of an idea or actual children or a project or some sort of creative expression. It's called the house of good fortune. So Aries risings, I think it's awesome that you have this new moon happening in your 5th house. But you just find your rising sign. And again, at the end of this, we can pop people's charts in and help find Leo house if you don't know where it is. But in the workbook, we have like a little ledger that says, if you're this rising sign, this is where Leo is for you. If you don't know what your rising sign is, you need your birth time, location, and date, and you can plug that into any of the resources that we put at the end of the workbook. And here, astro-seek.com is kind of the easiest because it's free. You don't have to download anything or sign up. Or maybe you do have to sign up now. I think he might have changed it because somebody hacked him. Anyway, so where the eclipse is happening in your own chart is where you will begin to see where the story is going to be taking place. And we just put one chart up with Leo on the ascendant. The opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. So we look at this as an axis, like a seesaw. As something's happening on one end of the seesaw, it affects the other seesaw, but maybe more of the attention is put over here. The other part of this is the fixed axis of Scorpio and Taurus. All of the fixed signs are going to be really touched by this eclipse just across the board. You can get into the nuance of all sorts of rabbit holes. There's plenty of nuance to go around in astrology, but just if you are a Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, or Scorpio rising, or if you have a Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, sun or moon, you can just use those as, this eclipse might hit me very particularly. I think that the fixed risings are going to have it the loudest because it's going to be in the loudest areas of life using the house system. So the 1st house of self, the 7th house of relationship, the 10th house of visibility, and the 4th house of origin. But you can find where it is using your rising sign, and that can help focus your idea of maybe where the story will be playing out for you. So that kind of gives you a starting point.